Okay, looks like they're just gonna set their armies up right now. Looks like King of Crowns is ready. We're just waiting on Achilles now. Oh, someone went over in funds. Okay, everyone's ready. Looks like we have King of Crowns as Sparta. And it's going to be the Battle of Nemocena. Relatively flat map, not really much terrain, so both these players are probably just going to advance at each other fairly quickly.
And Achilles is Athens.
Sparta versus Athens.
Greek battle. Should be interesting.
What do you think? You think anyone brought any catapults, any onagers?
I doubt it. It would be enjoyable to see. I just don't think anybody spent that kind of money on it, especially with only 10,000 funds. I wouldn't have wasted. Even though they're very good, I don't think I would have spent that much. It'll be
Yes, this is a
enjoyable to
pretty.
see how
This
much
map's
cavalry is going to brought, though.
Map's kind of slanted. I think I should have changed the map.
Well, definitely is going to favor one over the other, in my opinion.
Alright, good luck, have fun out of Achilles. Moving my units to the side. Now we're just going to wait for both of these guys to set up, and then we will be seeing this fight. Looks like King of Crowns is going to have the hill advantage here, so Achilles is going to have to march up. If he did bring any sort of artillery, the artillery pieces, when you shoot the ball, they do roll down the hill, and then that ends up taking casualties. It's actually pretty funny to see. Okay, so just to go over the armies real quick, Merg, since we have the time right now before the battle. Looks like King of Crowns just went for a pretty balanced army, actually. Got three Peltast, as well as three. No, it looks like just a huge foot army, actually. It's gonna be interesting. Looks like both players are ready.
I agree. I think this should be a very interesting fight right off the rip. We'll see though. I think the hill advantage is really going to play into effect here.
Okay, so just to start things off, here on the the south-hand side of the mini-map, we have King of Crowns playing as Sparta. Here on the top left-hand side of the mini-map, playing as Athens, it's Achilles, returning from last week, trying to redeem himself. Looks like he brought a big cav component here. Is going to instantly try to march up the hill and take it, which is actually going to work out well because King of Crowns doesn't have any cav. He has no choice but to just run his army to try to stop Achilles from taking the hill advantage back.
If he gets those cavalry around him, it's going to cause a really, really big disadvantage for him.
Yeah, he also brought a lot of skirmish units here. So it looks like he's going to try to whittle down this Spartan army, and King of Crowns, in order to counter it, has to push pretty quickly into this Athens army. Otherwise, it's just going to get decimated by arrows, and then dealing with that, Achilles did bring all this cav, so if King of Crowns does try to just push through the main army, he can just instantly hit a nice back charge on that, nice hammer and anvil. Looks like King of Crowns wisely moving forward. He knows he shouldn't skirmish with this army, so right away he's just going to send his units forward, try to capitalize on this. These are the pikemen, so they will set up before they get in.
They're definitely under fire, without a doubt.
Where's the Cav doing? Oh, the Cav is taking the top of the hill. This is pretty good for him. He's in good shape. The only thing is he doesn't have enough melee army. He needs to skirmish for a longer period of time before he engages. And King of Crowns knows this, so he doesn't want him to do that. So he's just gonna move forward, get in his face. Oh, but he's actually worried about these Cav here moving around the back side. He could really cause some major damage with this cav if he splits it correctly. Move one force over the top, one force right in the middle of the lines, and just get a nice hit into the back. Look at the flame arrows. Just decimate this one hoplite unit.
They're decimating it. Completely crushing it.
Achilles going to charge straight into the pike. I don't know if that was a good idea. He should have skirmished for much longer before engaging. Looks like he's moving all the units in. He's just going for a major frontal attack right now. He probably wants to try to clench him and get some hammer and anvils.
Yeah, you look back. He's got those. His cavalry's coming in heavy on the back.
Yeah, the cav are definitely moving in now. He needs to work these right now. He could get a good charge. There's only one unit here between the two cav that are going to be doing a hammer and anvil. He needs to also move up some of his skirmishers. I don't think they're shooting. So here we go. The Spartans are in a tight phalanx. This cav is probably going to make it into the backs and get a nice charge. Oh, King of Crowns is going to catch it. He catches one. Is he going to get the second one? I don't think it's the second one. This one's going to go through. Oh, the first cav made it through. He's going to charge right to the backs of these Spartans. Oh, this is a big charge. He should have maybe split these up to hit two separate lines, but that's a big charge. This unit shouldn't last too much longer. Unless he did turn it around at the last second. Did he turn it around?
I don't think he did. His left flank right now, Achilles' left flank is really getting overrun.
Yeah, Achilles' left flank
He's
here.
in
Royal
serious
Spartans
trouble.
did make it through. This cav's going to make it into the Peltas line here. He did turn to throw a bunch of javelins, but these cavs should make quick work of them. It's just the line I'm worried about. Oh, the Royal Spartans are getting getting all the way on the flank of this this leftmost unit of Achilles. This isn't good. One of the Peltas unit now routing. Achilles using his other horses to constantly hammer and anvil this line. He's doing a great job. And on top of that, he does have the hill advantage here when he's charging right into the backs of these Spartans, which should do some really good routing. Looks like one line unit just broke for Achilles.
Achilles is finally getting his skirmishers back into a position to fire. That should really help him out.
Yeah, they're doing nice work onto this outermost row of Spartans. If he can keep this up for about a minute more, this unit will crumble. Constant hammer and anvils out of Achilles, though.
This has just turned into a giant mosh pit at the moment.
Yeah, with any luck, though, he might be able to crush this right flank. And if he can do that, he can turn in collapse because he's going to have the hill. A lot of King of Crowns units are retreating now because of the constant hammer and anvil charges from Achilles. Achilles doing such a good job with cav. It just shows what mobility can do in this sort of battle. Rally
Even
now.
with the hill, it really matters.
Achilles just constantly working his horses in and out of the fights. This one's going to be close. Look at this Royal Spartans down to 60. It's losing men constantly just by all these missiles. Look at this. 5 missiles shooting up to one unit. That is insane.
It's about to break. But he's also, if you notice, he's pulling some down right in the middle of these skirmishers. He might do some damage with that.
Yeah, if he can get it there, that would be good. But these skirmishers, I think they're just fast enough to constantly kite this one unit. But if this unit makes it, it's easily going to destroy it. Oh, he's bringing up his general to deal with that unit. A good move out of Achilles. Achilles still hammer and anviling.
Yeah.
Look at this. Constantly. How many kills does this unit have?
King has a pikeman group just standing there doing absolutely nothing. He could be putting them in.
He's moving it in now to the fight.
No, it's still sitting there. It's dead. It's in the very middle of the fight. It's just sitting there doing absolutely nothing.
The skirmish units from King of Crowns now coming back. They weren't completely broken. Wow, this Royal Spartans has 7 units left and it's still alive. This Royal Spartans is insane. Still not routed. Still not routed. 4 units left. The middle line has crumbled for Achilles. He has lost the middle.
Yeah, Achilles has really lost that. It's looking like the Spartans absolutely are going to take this again, just from absolutely being able to take a beating. They're like old shoe leather. They're so damn tough.
The Spartan resilience here being showcased by King of Crowns. That just shows outflank, getting hit from behind. As long as you have your Spartans in the phalanx tight mode, they can do almost anything. King of Crowns only has, does he have two? He only has one cavalry left. Or, I mean, Achilles does. He lost his 3 other ones trying to do hammer and anvils. The thing with that, too, is if King of Crowns does see the charge coming in, he can turn around his Spartans and instantly counter that charge. Especially a pike. A pike can do that very well. I don't know how well the skirmish units did from Achilles. I think he may have just brought too many. They all have a decent amount of kills between them all, maybe about 150 between all of his skirmish units, which I don't think was enough. I think
those pikemen are just getting annihilated. They have been completely routed right in the middle. They ran right into all those skirmishers and just got obliterated.
Look at the fire. Fire doing so much damage here. These Spartan units do not rout. 15 units left, and they're still okay. So I'm curious here now, because these skirmish units can outrun most of the Spartans units, most of King of Crowns units. So if he could kite this properly, he may be able to do something interesting here. Looks like just the main. Once this general falls, I think most of his army is going to collapse.
Yeah, Achilles' army's general's about to fall.
Oh, what is
he
this?
just got routed.
King of Crowns was hiding a citizen cav way out in the back of his lines for this to happen, and now he's just going to use it to run down the rest of the skirmishers. No, Achilles did not see this. King of Crowns doing a great job ninjaing this unit, and then at the last second, when the game's coming this close, he brings out a fresh unit of cav to take it out. I think he knew he was going to lose the cav battle, so he just didn't even bother with it. He said, let the cav hit my units. I'll eventually take them down at the cost of a lot of my units. But once it's over, I'll use my cav to take out his skirmishers. And that's exactly what he's doing. Left flank just broke for Achilles. His general is down. General has been killed. And this citizen cav is
not looking good for Achilles.
Units.
It comes down to the resilience of the Spartan army. The Spartans is just too damn tough.
If King of Crowns did not have that cav, he may have been able to pull something off. Only because he still has 2 units of hoplites here that are relatively. They've been fighting, but they still have a lot of men, so they could hold out for a little while in phalanx mode, and then use the rest of his skirmishers to finish off the men. But this citizen cav, taking everything out, already at 155 kills, no losses. And now it's pretty much just running down the rest of the units.
Definitely looking like it's over. Yeah.
We have a last stand here by Achilles' hoplites. He's gonna try to not get surrounded here, hopefully, and pull something off. Defend for as long as he can, but these Spartans slowly outflanking. There goes his skirmishers. He only has 1 left. The Royal Spartans still chasing, but those things can definitely take a beating. And seeing as the cav is still alive for King of Crowns, 207, 8 kills and climbing, and no deaths still out of these guys. You run that into archers, your archers are done. They can't defend themselves even a little bit.
Yeah. Now there's the sandwich for King. Achilles, it's pretty much over. That was a good game. And there's the GG.
GG. Well played, Achilles, though. Well played with the cav. He did a great job. And that's the game. It's just waiting on me. Okay, so King of Crowns is going to be moving on. We have a game right now between Kurgan